We have a 1999 33-foot camper that needed a roof to be redone. We live in upstate New York where we get a lot of snow in the winter and a lot of rain in the spring. The camper is covered during the winter with a tarp. So the first thing we did was start to blow off the roof just to get all the loose debris off, take care of all that. After we did that, we then scrubbed it real good and noticed where we needed to caulk and took care of caulking around the extra seals that needed to be kind of redone that were a little dry rotted. Keep in mind I'm a 4th and 5th grade school teacher and my dad's a retired electrical engineer. So it's just two random guys seeing what we can do to prolong the life of this camper. The camper does have 2 slide outs, but we chose not to redo the roof on the slide outs because they have awnings that go over them. We only did the main roof of the camper. It took about 5 gallons to complete the whole roof. You can see there's a lot of discoloration on the roof. I thought it was mold, but we scrubbed it real good with a lot of cleaner, and we used specific roof cleaner, but it wasn't mold. It's not like it came up. I think they're more just stains more than anything else. The week that we chose to do this, the humidity was about 50%. The temperatures were in the mid 70s. We chose to do this because there was no rain scheduled for at least a week. We're kind of in the middle of a drought, even though everything looks nice and green. In this little clip here, you can see that staining is really bad. Again, I thought it was mold, but it wasn't. It was just stains on the roof. I don't know how it gets like that. That's the edge of one of the skylights, and you can see the fresh caulking that we just put on that skylight. That's the skylight before we put the caulking on it. The caulking on that was starting to crack a little bit, and that plastic on that skylight seems very brittle just because it's so old. So we caulked that real good. We took all the covers off of the vents. We took the vent for the stove off, and we took the cover to the air conditioner off. That square there is where a branch fell through the roof about 10 years ago when we had a company come in and professionally patch, caulk, and seal that. You'll see that again later on after it's done. You'll notice that we taped all of the stainless steel hardware around all the vents so that we could easily undo them after we applied the product, and then we could reattach our vent hoods. We couldn't actually get the air conditioner off of the roof on this particular camper, so we taped around it, and when we applied everything, we did the best we could to get the rubber underneath there as far as we could. Again, you can see the hardware taped up, and then we scrubbed the heck out of the roof perfectly. You can see there's the caulking on the skylight, and then this is the air conditioning unit, and you can see we hand brushed as far as we could with a good big paintbrush as far as we could underneath there to get the rubber under there, and we basically used the paintbrush around all of the fine detailed type stuff. Like you can see the TV antenna there, we brushed around with the squeegee and roller, and I worked my way from the front of the camper all the way to the back of the camper. It took about 2 hours probably to hand paint all of it and then squeegee and roller it on there. Whatever you got it on, though, it stayed on, so we were real careful not to get it on the side of the camper or anything like that. But we did paint all the way down to the gutter system of the trailer. After we painted all the way to the back of the trailer, we basically got off of it for a couple days, and after 4 or 5 days my dad went back up there, blew it back off with the blower, and started reapplying all of the fixtures. You can see that the hardware is right there that was all taped up. You can see the skylights that we caulked first and then painted over after the caulking. This right here is the edge of the camper. We applied it pretty thick here because there was already a thick ridge on the side, but we went right down to the gutter system to make sure that we got it all in there and sealed up real good, the best that we could do for sealing that. The TV antenna we recaulked and then painted over the caulking. You can see there that it's all buttoned up real good. We reattached the air conditioning housing so that was waterproof again. And then we went back and reattached all the skylights, and we had to adjust them a little bit because we forgot to open the skylights before to make sure that they could open. We had them slid the wrong way so that they couldn't crank open. You'll see that square patch here in a second, and it went right over that patch, no problem. Sealed it up, good to go. It's been a few weeks now. We've been very happy with the product. There doesn't seem to be any leaks, and we've been very satisfied with everything. Hope this video has helped, and good luck with your project.